The beginning of 2025 might have had some heat release, but at this point, that's in the past. The rest of this year is looking like one of the most promising sneaker releases we've seen in years, if I'm being honest. We have Off-Whites coming back, Undefeated 4s, and so many other sneaker releases. If even one of these sneakers are on your must cop list, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel because there's a bunch more heat on the way. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. At the number 10 spot, we got the Jordan 8 Aquas. This is another one of those banger Jordan 8s that they're bringing back, kind of like the Grape 5s we recently got. These originally released in 1993 and they're releasing July 19th, which is around the block at this point. Jordan originally wore these at the All-Star game, and low-key, they look fire on feet, on court. I would definitely love to have these in the collection, but at this point, it kind of wouldn't make sense for me personally. I might spin the block for these in the future, though, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Not that resale matters, but I think these will end up doing similar to what we saw the playoff 8s doing, unless they make them hella limited. That'll be a whole other conversation. But at number 9, we got the Jordan 4 Cave Stones. These are too clean, bro. Damn near looks like a Travis Scott Jordan 4, something we haven't gotten in a minute because bro been playing with it. The fact that they even put Nike Air on the back of these is insane in my opinion. These are set to release September 6th, and honestly, it's probably one of the better new colorways of Jordan 4s we've seen in a minute. Next on my list, we have another one of those sneakers that released a minute ago. At least in this iteration, the Taxi 12s are finally coming back, looking better than ever. They didn't try to do the most with them like they've done in previous years. This is another one of those must cops for me personally. Set to release November 8th. Taxi 12s go crazy in my opinion. I remember seeing people wearing those in high school, and it's one of those pairs that if I get the chance to cop them early, I definitely will. Like bro, look at these right here. Jordan was definitely out there wilding in the Taxi 12s. That's a fact though. Yo, I feel like I've been getting edged by number 7. The Supreme SB Dunks have been getting dangled in our face this whole year. We still don't know when they dropping, if I'm being completely honest, but they're looking ever so smooth. Even though I don't buy Supreme like that no more, this is one of those releases that God willing I will remember is gonna release on the Thursday it releases type thing. There's like 5 different colorways. I don't know if all of them are gonna make it to the public, but if any of them were to release, the blue pair go crazy. Gray and purple, I take that. Yellow one, honestly, I probably wouldn't even wear those. The white are and the black ones are low-key the sleeper out of all of them. That's probably the one I would wear the most out of all these shits, believe it or not. But in a perfect world, I would take the blue pair. Second, I would take the gray with the purple. Third, I would take the black. The other two, Yakaloki, have white pair, I would just leave on the website. But at number 6, this one might low-key be the sleeper of the year. I honestly don't care what nobody says. The Awake Jordan 5s are insanity, bro. There's 2 different colorways for these and 2 different release dates. I'm hearing August 16th and the 30th for these. Out of the 2 colorways, my favorite is the pink, but the black and blue ones honestly aren't that bad. I love the A on the side of the mesh. All the little details like the Awake on the back, the tongue, it's too clean, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like this is what a collab should be. They're stepping over boundaries and not just switching a colorway to a sneaker. That's kind of like what we saw with the Brick by Brick Jordan 4s. And speaking of those, we actually have confirmation about a new colorway dropping by the end of the year, so make sure y'all watch to the end of this video. And if you made it this far, leave a like on it. 400 likes is the goal for this one. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel because we still on road to 50k. But the Awake New York 5s go crazy, and the pink pair might just be sleeper of the year for me personally. At the number 5 spot, we low-key got another Jordan 1 low. They've been turning every OG into a low, including the Chicago Jordan 1s, bro. We're gonna see the low version drop. They're dead ass dropping Taxis November 8th and dropping the Chicago Jordan 1 lows sales the following Saturday, bro. They're not playing no more. I'm trying to tell y'all, you're dead ass gonna be lucky to pick one of these shits up because it don't make sense to add all of them to the collection, if I'm being honest. And for me, it's one of those things, like, I love the Lost and Found Jordan 1s. One of my grails in my collection, if I'm being honest, but the Jordan 1 lows are just so much more easier to throw on a day-to-day basis that this pair would probably get destroyed before I wear the Lost and Founds as much as these shits would get worn. It makes no sense, but it kind of makes sense. And it's not even about the Jordan 1 hype. It's more so the wearability factor of just being able to slip them bitches on, walk out the door, slide them off like a slipper type beat. Hits different than almost putting on like a boot Jordan 1. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, and that's taking nothing away from Jordan 1s because I still love them like dead ass. Like, come on, bro. But it kind of makes sense. And the crazy part is these shits might not even resell for that much. I think they will go for more than the other pairs we recently saw release, simply because the Chicago's just holds a weight of its own. The other determining factor might be the limitedness of the shoe. If they drop 30-40K of these, which I highly doubt, then I don't see a problem with you being able to get them on release date. Retail for these is like $145, which is honestly not even that bad. At the number 4th spot is when shit starts getting spicy, bro. Word around the street is that we're gonna see 2 different off-whites drop near the end of this year, one of them being the Jordan 1 High Euros. I'm putting this combination at the number 4th spot just because it's not concrete news as of yet, but the Euro Jordan 1s, if these hoes drop, I'm out here trying to get them, bro. Make as much quantity as possible, bro. Like, drop 150,000, 300,000 of these shits right here, as much as possible, bro. If y'all can make a milli quantity for these, do that, bro, because I need these to sell for $200 resale, bro. I'm tripling up on these bitches. Mando cop, can't even lie to y'all. And the other rumor is the Sesame Air Force Ones. The same shit applies, bro. If y'all could do both the same way, I would take that. I'd probably triple up on these, double up on these, and not buy another shoe for a minute, bro. Like, all I need is these two, bro. A cream Air Force One and the off-white Jordan 1s. I'd be set for life, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But these are rumors and speculations. That's why they're at the number 4 spot. Number 3 low-key shows us that Jordan brand is willing to spare nothing, bro. They're coming back with the Tokyo 5s in September, bro. We got Undefeated 4s and the August. Tokyo 5s in September. Do you hear what I'm saying? They're dead ass not playing. This is basically the sample of the Tokyos that had the yellow front around the toe box. They're gonna drop them again, and we got the chance to buy them. Not for $80,000. Kinda similar to the Undefeated 4s. Y'all get what I'm saying? So if we're gonna keep getting these PEs, I need bibbies and all that next year. Bring all of it to the forefront, because the more y'all do it, the less they're gonna end up going for, which kind of deteriorates the sneaker game. But for the sneaker collector, it is miraculous, bro. These are sneakers that you grow up seeing on magazines, player exclusives that typically wouldn't come out to the public unless you're spending the bag. And the fact they're loosely dropping these shits, I'm low-key gonna make a whole video on what Jordan brand is doing. It deserves its own speculative piece of film for y'all. But let's proceed to the next number, bro, which is the Undefeateds. I low-key talked about them in my rant right now. Them shits are set to drop August 28th, and I've seen first looks for these, bro. They're looking nice. Real nice, bro. Real smooth, real clean. There's gonna be 2 different versions of these. Again, drop 300,000 pairs. This is one of those that I don't really need y'all to be like, bro, these are kind of limited. Like, no, don't bring them back and let these bitches be 1,000. Like, we don't need that. You might as well go the full mile and give us all the pairs you dead ass be dropping anyway, because Nike be wanting all the bread. You know that everybody would buy these shits. Drop them all, bro. Drop hella these shits. If y'all didn't know, Undefeated 4s was one of the first, if not the first, Jordan collab back in 2005. I could be wrong, bro. I dead ass guys just spit that shit off the dome. I think that's exactly what it was. Correct me in the comments, because I'm low-key not about to search it up. These shits go crazy. I need them. It's no other way around it. This is one of those pairs that's like top on my list for this whole year. There was too many 4s, too many other sneakers. Y'all saw I picked up the Grape 5s. That's one of those that hit the nostalgia chord for me. Kind of similar to the Taxi 12s and shit like that. The only thing I got left to say about the Undefeated 4s is that they're undeniably gonna sell out no matter how many pairs you put in these streets. But at the #1 spot,
and at the #1 spot,
we got the Gamma Jordan 11s, bro. These shits are spectacular. I know. I recently made a video talking about the Jordan 11s and how I don't really wear them that often. But if I'm talking from me for the streets, the Gamma 11 is the one that's the most special in my opinion. I would love to have these because I always wanted them. But the only way that I could get myself to even buy these is if I wear my 11s more. It wouldn't even make sense to buy them besides content purposes if that wasn't the case. But they're looking spicy and we got the images. I'm gonna try to get the ones with the box and all that. It's not gonna be a slide out. It's dookie, bro. I know. But I'm not the one making the decisions over there at Jordan Brand. Hit them up, bro. We need the slide out boxes. Put the plastic shit in the shoe, bro. Give us the sauce so that we can enjoy the shoe and the presentation a little bit more because y'all been wild to save $2. But let's keep talking about the Gamma 11s because these right here deserve the spotlight, bro. They go crazy. These are the ones, bro. For holiday season, we deadass used to get just 2 11s, mainly one for the year, but there was always like that women's pair sometime before the holiday 11, and now we damn near getting like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these bitches a year, including the lows. It's just a little different. Like we got Rare Air 11s coming out soon, and those are clean. Matter of fact, as an honorable mention, flag on the play, Jordan 11 Rare Airs are also dropping. Those are clean. Do I need them? Are they on this list? Did I remember them enough to put them on here? No, but they're looking okay. They're cool. We do got a couple other honorable mentions though, like the Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvesters in the fire red colorway, bro. These shits are looking clean. Are they better than the Brick by Bricks? No, they're not, but these shits are fire, and it's the second version to his Jordan 4 collab, so I'm definitely here for it. I'm kind of excited to see where it goes from here because there's also a Jordan 1 Nigel Low, which is based on a sample high version from when he dropped his OG Jordan 1s. The last honorable mention would be the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Fragments. I know some of y'all might be tight that I didn't put them on my official list, but at this point, y'all know that I'm fatigued with the same model. I love the fact that he does the Jordan 1 Lows. We get it, bro. But give us a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give us something else, bro. These are clean. It's the white with the blue. We get it, bro. The OG Fragments make these shits look like dog water. So I don't need them. If I could get them for retail, obviously that's a whole different conversation. We'll talk about that when that happens. But I would not come out my pocket nothing more. Like I don't need them for real. So they're not on my list. Like I would rather Aqua 8s over these shits. I get it. Y'all might think I'm tripping. But at this point, that's the type of time I'm on. Like I don't really like it. It don't move me, you feel me? They cool though. Those are all my honorable mentions. But if y'all have at least one sneaker from this list that you're gonna be buying, make sure y'all leave a like on this video down below. The goal is 500 likes. If y'all made it this far, subscribe to the channel because we're also on road to 50K. But all that being said, make sure y'all check out one of these 2 videos. That's what YouTube's recommending you to watch based on your previous history. Low key, that might be some heat. Make sure you spend some time with your loved ones because you don't know how much time we got left. And all that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.